Good afternoon, class. How are you doing today? If you guys would gather around, we are going to do a special occasion makeup application. And the one we're going to do today is the daytime special occasion makeup application. The reason why you should learn this lesson is it will educate you on how to perform a daytime special occasion makeup application that will enhance the client's best features, accent their natural beauty, minimize their flaws. You will be able to demonstrate proper makeup techniques that I will be teaching you today. Um, you will also learn a specialized service that will increase your clientele, increase revenue, and it'll help you offer other services. What you're going to learn upon completion of this lesson is to demonstrate a special daytime special occasion makeup application, perform techniques and applications of a daytime special occasion makeup application, identify a blood exposure procedures, execute all manufacturers' directions while using cosmetic products for a special occasion makeup service, and you will also learn about infection control and sanitation procedures before, during, and after a makeup application is performed. Our references that we're using today is the Salon Fundamental Aesthetics textbook. All right, and some of the safety that we will be learning also is you always utilize universal and infection control procedures. Always follow the manufacturer's guidelines when using all cosmetics for a makeup application service, and always follow proper infection control and safety procedures before, during, and after conducting a makeup application service to ensure client safety. So our prior lesson was about basic makeup, a basic makeup application. And the daytime special occasion look is just a bump up from that. So we have already disinfected our workstation. We will greet our client, and the client is following the North Carolina mandated from the governor about wearing facial masks. So the client is in, she's okay, so she's going to remove her mask. You will throw this away and offer her a new one. So this will go in the trash bag. Since we touched her hair, what are we supposed to do? Wash our hands. Okay. So the client has already chosen their color choices. We're just going to review over her client consultation sheet, check off to make sure that the event is still active. Like the event she's going to she's still going. Nothing has changed. It's a daytime special occasion look that will be going on outdoors, so nothing's going to change there. All right, so we are going to wash our hands. The client is already draped. So we washed our hands again. We're going to put on a pair of gloves. And when we drape our client, what are some things that we need to be mindful of? What did the cape have to do? Cheyenne. Yes, it must drape them, almost, but we need to make sure that the shoulders are covered. And also make sure that you have a wubby or something that's going to protect the client's neck, because that is correct. We do not want the client to get makeup on them. So, first things first, we're going to cleanse the face. Okay. So we have our water, and we always going to put it over the trash can. And the only time that we will actually cleanse the face is when the client comes in with makeup or they have oily skin, okay? Jawline, we're going to clean the face and be mindful of what areas, the eyes, nose, and mouth. So this is a very basic cleansing. Use the water again to remove that product. Then we're going to do the next step. So we're doing just a basic quick cleanse. So we're not going to exfoliate. We're just going to tone the skin. Then we're just going to moisturize. And you can also add a primer also in this step. And since this is a daytime look, we are going to add a primer. Can you guys name me some primers that's on the market? And I mean the ingredients. And you always have a towel to wipe your hands. Sanitize my hands again. I'm going to move this to items to be disinfectant. Yes, there's silicone base. There is water base. There's all different types of primers. Okay, and next thing we're going to do is condition the lips. Now, if you have a client, and let's say that their lips are chapped, you would give the client a wet towel for them to exfoliate their lips. Now, you can do like a lip scrub, but that necessarily you will have the client to do that, not so much as yourself. Make sure that you're bracing. And we're just going to add that product onto the lips. Thin coat. And we're putting it on early to hydrate the lips. So by the time we get with the makeup, with the lipstick, the lips will be hydrated, plump, and ready to go. Okay? Our next step, we are going to go with our concealer. Okay? When choosing a concealer, make sure that the concealer is their skin tone, that it matches to the skin tone and the foundation, okay? So there's designated spots that you want to put it in. This is one way that you can hide blemishes, discoloration. So we're going to place it underneath the eye. And we're going to brace. We're going to move on to the other eye while bracing. Okay. And I like to go in and kind of do little short pats, and I'm just going to keep my hands on the face. And another thing, I know a lot of people when they're getting their makeup done, they like to keep their eyes closed. I would not suggest to do that. One, it's because you are continuously touching the face. And if you're going to have your client to keep their eyes closed, that means that you have to keep reminding them. And I just choose not to have the client to do that. So just be mindful of that. Like every time you come to the face, you have to let them know. So that's blended in perfectly. In the next step, we are going to do the foundation. So through our basic makeup application lesson, we learned all about color matching. Can you tell me some ways that you can make sure you're using the perfect foundation for that client? What are some ways? What is a way that you can do it? And be mindful, like you can. When you put in the foundation, be mindful and gently pat around the eyes. That is a very sensitive area. But how can we tell? How can we find the perfect color match for the client? Jamie, can you tell me? That is absolutely correct. We would do a color swatch, then you would have three. I would tell you to have 2 to 3 foundation colors. Um, and swipe it right there on the side, right over here where the jawline meet, and see if you can find that perfect match. This is a perfect match for this client. Our next step is to do our highlighter. So we are going to go, when you're using a highlighter, make sure it could be a cream or a powder, but we're using a powder. It is lighter than the skin and it's used to accentuate and bring out features, and you can use it along the temples, chin, above the cheekbones, and the brow bone. So remember, going back, when you're doing your client consultation, we already know that this client, she doesn't want it on her temple. She just wants it on the planes of her cheeks and over her brow bone. So we're gonna go and pat it on, put it on right there to highlight. And you see that I'm bracing her the whole time. I'm gonna put a little bit on her chin also, because she wanted that look. Put some on her chin, and we're gonna place it on her brow bone. All right. Next thing, we're gonna use the powder, and it should match the natural skin tone, your powder, so it will not change the color of the foundation. And what's one product that you can use that you know for sure that it's not going to change the color of the foundation? We learned about it in basic makeup application. Sarah, can you tell me? Yes, the translucent powder. we found the powder that's going to match your skin tone perfectly. Next thing you know, we're going to do the eyebrows, and just make sure that it's close to the hair color as possible. Okay? So, and you're going to do even short strokes with the pencil, and you're just going to follow the natural hairline, the natural hair color. So I'm just going to brace, and we're just following her natural hairline. We're using slow strokes. Okay. So whenever you're doing someone's brows, take a pencil, sharpen it. You would go in with a sponge or a brush, and you're going to do it in the opposite direction of the hair growth. Kind of even out that brow color look. Then you can take a brush and comb it back in the direction of hair growth. Now we're going to do the eyeshadow. So what we're going to do, what we learned from our last makeup look, we're going to take a lighter color. And remember, this is a daytime friendly look. Daytime special occasion. So we're going to take the eyeshadow that matches this, like it's lighter than the skin tone. And we're going to bring it all the way up to the brow bone. Make sure you knock off the excess. I'm going to put it on this one. This lash also, this eyelid also. And please don't press on the customer's eye, okay? All right. Then we are going to take a base color. We're going to take to do the outer V of the brows, of the eyelids. So we're going to go into a V, and we're going to take it right where the pupils in. We're going to lay it down, and then we're going to blend it out. And be mindful. We want our client to look aware. We want her to look awake. Blend it down. Laying it down. And going right to the iris of the eye, the pupil. I'm just going to blend it out. And I will tell you to look to make sure that they're even. So we're going back in. All right. Then we are going to take a highlight color. something to give it some panache. And we're going to go right here on the surface, the eyelid, and we're just going to place that color down. Make sure you're bracing. Beautiful. So the next thing we're going to do is do the eyeliner. So every time you use it, you're going to sharpen it over the trash can. Okay? And you're going to go to the top of the lids next to the lashes and have the client to look up and away when you're doing the upper lashes. So you're just going to have the client to look up. I'm going 3/4 in again. Okay. You will sharpen it again over the trash can. And that is a way to stop what? Cross-contamination. Absolutely correct. So then you're just going to take another eyeshadow, your eyeshadow wand or disposable one, and you're just going to blend that out. Then you are going to take when you do the lower lashes, you're going to go underneath the lashes and you're just going to do it in a way, and you're going to have them to look at a point of reference. Their chin is going to be lower, and you're going to point out something for them to look at, and you're going to do the lower line, the lower lash line. And you will not put it on the waterline. Why wouldn't you put it on the waterline? You wouldn't put it on the waterline because you don't want to cause an infection with that client. And that is one way that you can do that. Sharpen it. All right, and then you're going to blend it again. Blend it out again. Blend it out again. Okay. Then you are going to take your mascara and you have your disposable wand. When you put your disposable wand in there, you're going to wipe off the excess with a tissue. And if you have their chin down and their eyes looking up to the ceiling, you could do the upper lashes. All right, and when you have them to focus down, to look down, and focus on a fixed point, something you point out for them, you can do the lower lashes. Have them to look up. Have them to look down. Okay. Then you're going to apply your blush. You're going to dust off the excess. And the color should stop below the temple. for a situated look. If you want their lashes, their cheeks, if you do it horizontal, it makes their face look wider. If they do it vertically, it makes them look slimmer. So we're just gonna go all the way up to the temple, underneath the cheekbones. Okay. Then we're going to line the lips with a lip liner. We're going to sharpen it. Look your way. You're just going to brace around the lips. And you're going from the outer corner to the middle. The outer corner to the middle. And if you have the client to slightly smile, it stretches the lip and it makes for an easier, smoother application. Then we're going over here to the other side. Same principle. And then we're going to fill in the lips. To make the lipstick last longer. Sharpen it again. All right, then we're going to take our lip color. And when it's a special occasion, even though they kind of stay within a certain color palette, it's nice to have 3 different shades. So if they want reds, you have 3 different reds. If they have nudes, you have 3 different nudes. Just have a consistent thing, because one thing about women, we will change our lipsticks in a heartbeat. All right. Then we will show our client their finished look. They love it. So you have learned that this knowledge will ensure that you had a thorough client consultation is being executed prior to starting the daytime special occasion makeup service, and ensure that infection control procedures and safety precautions are being followed before, during, and after a daytime special occasion service. Likewise, learning how to proper conduct a specialized makeup application will not only unlock more clientele, help your client feel beautiful and ready to conquer the special occasion event. So your follow-up assignment is students will conduct multiple practices on their mannequins, doing a special occasion daytime makeup application. And your method of assessment is that you will be evaluated using an assessment rubric for a special occasion daytime makeup application service on a mannequin. And have a great day.